Everything that you fought for was not for yourself. It was for those that come after.
We are all waking up to the devastating and shocking news that actor Chadwick Boseman has died.
Yeah, you know, from Jackie Robinson and Thurgood Marshall to James Brown, he really just, I think, embodied, immortalized so many black legends. And in the process of doing that, he became one himself. Of course, he was best known for playing the Black Panther.
Yeah, that role inspired so many young people and people of all ages. And the passing of Chadwick Boseman is our top story this morning. Shocking overnight news that the actor who was just 43 years old died of colon cancer.
This morning, Hollywood is grieving the loss of Chadwick Boseman, the star who played iconic black figures, from Jackie Robinson.
You give me a uniform, you give me a number on my back, I'll give you the guts.
And James Brown.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
To King T'Challa in Black Panther. News of his death was announced on social media, detailing his 4-year battle with colon cancer. The actor never spoke publicly about his diagnosis, even as it progressed to stage 4. His family released a statement late Friday. A true fighter, Chadwick persevered through it all and brought you many of the films you have come to love so much.
Sometimes you need to get knocked down before you can really figure out what your fight is.
Marvel Studios tweeting, "Your legacy will live on forever." Fans, friends, and family are remembering this real-life superhero who was fighting his own battle behind the scenes. Chadwick Boseman was 43 years old.
Some people, they roll their eyes and go, come on, it was just a movie. But was Rocky just a movie, or did it inspire? That's what Chadwick embodied specifically. He embodied an idea, a promise, a potential.
Chadwick was a deeply kind and gentle person, and very present and thoughtful. And those qualities are all so present in his work.
He's a historical figure as the Black Panther, but also such a good and decent human being.
Chadwick, my friend, you will forever be remembered by your warm smile, your kind heart, and your fierce courageousness through great adversity.
You just wanted to follow the guy into anything,
From the moment Chadwick stepped on screen, he just bought it.
He was always grace and humility personified.
I know that I ride the coattails of his success, that I stand on his great shoulders.
How you held yourself will live on.
He gave all of us and all of our children an example of a great, gracious, and humble leader.
Thank you for inspiring us and the kids around the world.
Chadwick's legacy is almost too big to fully comprehend yet.
The way he handled his life and managing cancer with such humility and grace and dignity lets us all know that he truly was a superhero.
I just love you, man. Have a wonderful journey wherever it is that you're going. They're lucky to have you.
This loss is felt around the world. People in every country. He was pretty amazing. He is Wakanda forever.
Purpose crosses disciplines. It is the reason you are on the planet at this particular time in history. Your very existence is wrapped up in the things you are here to fulfill. Now, this is your time.
Once upon a time, there was a young basketball player who had dreams of becoming one of the greatest basketball players of all time.
The news of Kobe Bryant's death shook the world, leaving basketball fans, former teammates, and fellow celebrities reeling from the sudden shock. The 41-year-old Bryant and his 13-year-old daughter Gianna were among 9 people who died Sunday, January 26th, when the helicopter they were traveling in crashed in the mountainous terrain in Calabasas, California. Bryant leaves behind his wife, Vanessa, and 3 other daughters.
Oh, it is heartbreaking, and to see these beautiful images of he and his wife, Vanessa, and their 4 daughters.
NBA star Shaq broke down in tears while explaining his relationship with the late Kobe Bryant.
I didn't want to believe it. Haven't felt the pain that sharp in a while.
5 NBA titles, 2 Olympic gold medals, 18 All-Star appearances, and the undying respect of his athletic peers.
The most important thing in life is how your career moves and touches those around you, and how it carries forward to the next generation. That's what makes true greatness.
One of the most brilliant and most respected players in NBA history. And when we'd run into each other over the years, we'd laugh about that night that we first met. We'd laugh at all the good things that had happened since. And we'd laugh about how much fun it was to raise kids and all the stupid mistakes we made trying to figure out how to be good dads. And Kobe had 4 daughters, and I had 2 daughters. And today, he and one of his girls are gone. But I think I knew Kobe enough to know that he rose to any challenge by digging deeper and getting back to work.
Fallon also expressed his shock at Kobe's unexpected death, saying, "Kobe was such a life force, so strong and creative and inspired that in my head, I thought that he was going to live forever." He closed his monologue with a challenge to honor Bryant by following the athlete's example.
Let's honor Kobe, Gianna, and the other lives that were lost yesterday by following his example. Love your family, love your teammates, and outwork everyone else in the gym.
Los Angeles Clippers coach Doc Rivers had an especially emotional reaction when he was asked about the death of Kobe Bryant.
I just don't have a lot to say. The news is just devastating to everybody who knew him.
Rivers did find the words to discuss Bryant's basketball legacy, calling him a great opponent. The kind of opponent you want in sports.
He had that DNA that very few athletes can ever have. You know, the Tiger Woods and the Michael Jordans.
I'm very thankful, for the 20 years that I've had, and ready to go.